Baby, I have things to talk about. You guys, when you come into the chat, it's Sunday. You know the rule on Sunday. I'm saying for Sweet Teacup. No screaming, no yelling, no cussing. We're going to be messy. We're going to troll. And we're going to bash. But we're going to do it, baby, in the most gracefully, slowly way. But when you come into the chat, say hello. Good afternoon, Grandma. Hello, Sweet Teacup. Hello, Mom, Mother, Aunt, Sister, Sis, Cousin, Friend. Or you could just call me Miss Lolo, capital L-O, capital L-O. You guys, today is Sunday, May 18th. Baby, you guys, I'm here for entertainment purposes because I don't like clowns. I don't check clown. And baby, I'm sorry. What I'm not going to do is sit on silent and let them clowns think they're going to run and take over YouTube. It's not going to happen. There's no more circus. If you want to be a clown, then go work with University Circus. I stand on it. You guys, I'm here also for entertainment purposes because you two say I got the right to be here. And you guys, I know allegedly the things that I say are my feeling, my views, my words, my emotion, my thoughts. So stop playing with me. And you know I speak facts. And you know I'm speaking things that you go, now wait a minute. She had a point there. So you guys, let me just get right in the deep because it's something I want to say that I forgot to say on my last live. Let me tell you this. Hey, kid. Hey, kiddo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kid, if you're the only one in here at the Tea Palace, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. You know how Sweet Tea do it. We do it we go back, baby. I have to. I'm old. I'll be 62 next month, June 21st. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. So we're going to go back when we start with the ones. This is something I meant to say on my last live, but I'm going to say it right now because I don't want to forget about it. You guys, I was Googling something up. And I was Googling something up. And actually what I was Googling up was some information about domestic violence. This comes to my tea, baby. Hot boys in my cattle on my pot at the Tea Palace, baby. On his own. Do you know, if you can Google this up on a Google, it says that if someone have a restraining order, stay with me now, I'm not going to lie to you. And if a clown just have to have a restraining order, it is what it is. If you have a restraining order, you are not allowed, you can Google this, you are not allowed to be a professor, to be a teacher. Now you got to ask yourself this. Now wait a minute now. So, if somebody have a restraining order, now wait a minute. First of all, we're going to say shout out to my goddaughter, Little Mermaid. What's up, princess? What's up, the princess of the nation? Good morning. Princess, that was something, when I was Googling up about domestic violence, something came up and I forgot to mention it in my last live. Do you know that if you Google this, that if someone have a restraining order on them, which meaning you have been served and you have a restraining order like a clown. Oh, he's a clown. He don't elevate it to a little runt clown. I don't care. I don't care if his name is CDC, CDP, GDG, DDE, whatever. Baby, he don't run the ABCs. He do not run the alphabets. I stand on it. See, I come from a different area. I don't let nobody come and tell me some mess. I'm a gold, I'm a king, I'm a rich this, I'm a rich that. Shut up. But anyway, if you Google this, if you have a restraining order, and put a 1 in the chat, you agree with Sweet Teacup. Did not my goddaughter, Little Mermaid, play with it. Don't play with it. Baby, the beautiful Little Mermaid, the only African-American original, genuinely African-American Disney princess. Don't she, and did she not put a restraining order on the runt of a clown? Come on, put the 1 in the chat if you agree with Sweet Teacup. Listen, we gonna take this. I ain't gonna be able to stay too long because I only have like 60% on my phone, but that's okay. We still gonna take this step by step. Do she not have a restraining order on this runt of a clown? Put a 1 in the chat. You agree with Sweet Teacup? Because she do. There is a restraining order. I don't care what they say over there at that Clown Nation, baby, because they don't got some new clown members. They got some new clown members. Okay? Do you see how a whole family will go after a single mother because a single mother don't want to line up with a clown runt, because a single mother don't want to be in a relationship with him anymore? Because this is what this is all about. She don't want to be in a relationship. Baby, when he asked her to marry me, she said no. And one of the best things she ever did, and I stand on, she did not put my God grandson last name in his last name. At the end of the day, she's a good one. Because if it was me, she's a good one. I would have told that Runt clown, well, you ain't the baby daddy anyway. What proof he got? I'm just saying, the baby ain't got his last name. Since he want to say allegedly somebody for the street, see, she's a good one. She like I say, baby, she is definitely an angel. Because a real one, if she was for the street and the real B and all these things, they want to claim that she is, and oh, she ain't nice, and she really mean, baby, I would have been, baby, my baby name, first of all, ain't got your last name. Baby, I would have been came to the internet, be like, baby, and you ain't the daddy. I would have shut the whole thing down. But like I said, you guys, this hey call loud, hey baby, welcome to the chat. Like I was saying, you guys, I can't lie to you. Google it up. If Carmen was here, my sis Carmen would Google it, and she would verify in the chat for you guys. If you have a restraining order, there is no university or school that will hire you. So why is it that when we saw, oh, I love you, my pretend God grandson Castanet. Why is it when we saw Castanet live stream where he was announcing who made it to the university? First of all, it's a fake university. Castanet, I love you. But let me just keep it real, because see, there's some people out on this internet, I want them to get it construed, confused. It's not a real university, baby. First of all, and I promise you, in order to have a university, it got to go up under the government. Now, you can have a private university, but that's going to cost. I stand on it. You got to have board members, not just your little amp house friends. Listen, I ain't trying to troll on the amp house. I don't even know them. They don't know me. I'm just speaking facts. If you sensitive about grandmama sweet teacup speaking facts, then guess what? It's Sunday. I can't really tell you what I want to tell you, because I really don't care. Okay? But it's not a real university. And let me tell you something. I want you guys to think about it. Let me just help y'all. Let's open up a Pandora box, because you know Sweet Teacup love to open up the Pandora box, and I like to pull it out. Now let me just enlighten you guys. And like I say, I ain't trying to ride and rain on my God grandson Castanet parade. But like I say, when it comes to Sweet Teacup, I'm gonna line it up right. First of all, you got to think about it. If somebody come to the internet, and this is why I don't understand why Zoe Spencer herself won't start her own school, or anybody else. If you open up a StreamYard school, first of all, I believe, come on, drop the teacups in the chat if you agree with Sweet Teacup. Isn't it free to have a Twitch account? Drop the teacups in the chat. I just pretty much got it down packed on the basic things on YouTube. I'm not a professional with Twitch. So let's go in and let's just educate some people together as you educate Sweet Teacup. Drop the teacups in the chat to confirm for Sweet Teacup. I believe to have a Twitch account is free. Drop a teacup in the chat if Sweet Teacup is speaking facts, because we're gonna just discuss this. So if it's free to have a free Twitch account, you just gotta go create one. Pretty sure you need an email, some basic things, just like you do a YouTube channel, anything else. And then you start going live, and I believe that's free too. I don't think you got to pay money to be on Twitch and go live. Come on, drop the teacups in the chat. Just let me know. So it's somebody can get a Twitch account, don't cost them a dime. Go live and say, hey, by the way, I'm gonna have a school. I'm gonna start a school up. And it's going to work. We can help people that small channels, big channels, because the big channels could step in and they could go in and teach them things and help them. You got to think outside the box. If somebody creates something like that, like a university, imagine the people that's going to flood that person YouTube account, Instagram account, any type of social media platform they have, Twitch account. Imagine the activity, the flood that people are going to come in to look at it, to learn information about it. They're going to hit it and play it over and over. Look at the views. Look at the watch time. Imagine the people that's going to apply for the application. Baby, the person who is generating this, the mastermind. See, I'm going to help you all out. And I ain't getting paid a dime for this. But I am asking for you all to join my membership as low as $199. Imagine the money they're making by people going to their social media, listening and watching this about this university. Imagine the money they're making. Imagine the people. Do we not get paid as a YouTube content? You got to ask yourself, if it was not about money, I'm just saying, if the StreamYard is on Twitch, why even advertise it on YouTube? Y'all better stop playing with me. You all better stop playing with me, Teacup. I'm going to share my wisdom. If it's going to be a StreamYard and it's going to be on Twitch, why advertise it on YouTube? Well, like I say, imagine the people that's going to go to YouTube and they just going to flood that YouTube channel, watching the video about how you can get in, how you can apply, see who else is interested. Baby, somebody is making millions and millions and millions. And that has nothing to do with the other platform. Now, you got to ask yourself that. Now, you got to ask yourself, well, all these people that's flooding this channel, stay with me now, don't get lost. I always say, hold on to Sweet Tika ankles. They're not swollen right now, so you can hold on to it. So, imagine the people, all those thousands and millions of people that's going to flood that channel. Imagine the other thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people that's not going to make it in. That means if they don't get accepted into this university, stay with me now, because y'all going to walk you through it. I told you I got the glue. They don't get in. They already looked at the channel, put in their application. They put in all this work. Come on. See, I got to go one step at a time because I don't want to get lost because I didn't write my notes. The people that didn't get in have already made this channel, these channels, mega money. So you got to ask yourself, who's going to be the winner of the situation? Who's going to be the loser? Well, the winner is going to be the person, first of all, who's running the channel, the team. They all going to get a cut. Don't play with it. And then the people that get in that make the StreamYards, they're going to get something. But imagine all the other hundreds and thousands of people like myself that didn't get in. Or people who didn't put in for it, or you was watching it, you was trolling it, or enjoying it, the excitement, trying to see who's going to get in, and hoping, I'm just saying, everything will be done right and fair. We're not going to get nothing. They're not going to get nothing. Even though you played a part in it and you helped them to make money. See, if it was just about, come on now, if it was just about people that they felt that was talented, okay? I ain't raining on your parade, baby. I'm just speaking facts. I have a right. And like I say, I love you. I ain't trolling you. I ain't bashing you. But I'm just speaking facts. If it was about just getting people that they felt that was going to be the right fit, come on now, and have the right qualification to get in like a real university, because a real university don't get on the internet and say, hey, by the way, you have a fair chance, you can go and you can apply. See, somebody said allegedly that put in your application, manipulated, persuade, convince, verbally conveyed, that everybody have a chance to apply for this streamer university, but then yet I seen a video now. Come on now. I seen a video. Somebody came on and said that one particular person didn't get in because of something what was said or something that was done in September. Come on. Don't play with it. Something that was done in September of 2024. So let me get this right. If she or he did something allegedly and said something in September 24, and you're making an announcement, who you are, a team or who they are, and they go, oh, and they sell a dream. Here we go with these dreams on YouTube. You can apply for whether you got a YouTube platform, a Twitch, a Facebook, this, because remember, it's like a Harry Potter thing. You got 4 ways that you can get in. As long as you do something that involves you on the internet, and they can hear you or see you, that you have a chance to apply. That's literally telling people you have hope. Have faith. Have confidence in yourself. But then yet, did I not just see a video just the other day, allegedly, when someone said that they knew then that the person wasn't checking them in September 2024, that they knew that it wasn't, that they didn't like them. So wait a minute. So do that mean that you already knew that certain people wasn't getting it? Come on now. I'm just saying. That's why you got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful what you say, because, baby, your words will be your downfall. See, Sweet Teacup, I'm one of them ones. I listen, I be observant, I pay attention. See, I may not have the fancy little pictures. I may not have, how people say, a fancy camera. I may not have fancy little videos and show all these documentation paperwork, but I have a voice and I have a brain, and I pay attention. So that means you already knew hypothetically that she wasn't getting in. But yet, for views, content, and money, somebody put it out there and led the YouTube community to believe that everybody was given a fair chance. Come on now. I ain't calling nobody fraudulent or anything. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts, and I'm going to always stand up and speak up for the underdog. I'm going to always stand up and speak up when I see something is not right, and I don't care if I'm the only one standing. Baby, I came in this world by myself, and I'm going to go out by myself. So I can tell you right now, don't none of them in the ABCs, in the alphabets, scare Sweet Teacup away. That's why I have my own tea pellets. But like I say, you got to ask yourself. And then you got to ask yourself, what's up with these little runts? Oh, I call them runts. And you know what? I love the little rascals. So I'm not going to put them in a group like that. But I call them little runts, see? Little runts to me are people that are just, I'm sorry, you're clowns. You're clowns. And then, allegedly, I seen one of these new little runts. Now, I don't know how he was able to get in. I don't know if he's a student, a teacher, a professor, or what. But how on earth he's up there all of a sudden now he going hard with his little short ass arm. Oh, you know what? Let me stop. I ain't gonna, Lord, please have mercy on me. I ain't gonna body shame nobody. Stay focused, Sweet Teacup. I just keep it with a little clown run. All of a sudden he's telling me, oh, I'm back. You guys don't no longer shout about it. To me, I'm just saying, I have a right to my opinion. Why do it look like a bunch of little runt friends got in no matter what? So I'm just saying, what is going on? If it was legit, if it was originally to say falling off friends off of YouTube, falling off domestic violent clowns, come on now, who we have evidence and proof and visual that they put hands on women. Why even advertise it and open it up to the world and act like everybody have a chance? When we see the lineup, you know what? And let me tell you, I'm speaking facts. There are people coming for this. There are people coming for this. Has nothing to do with Sweet Teacup. See, when I come to the internet and I speak on the tea, and I try to tell how many times I don't told people, start coming to the internet saying you're a goat, you're a god, you're a king, you run this. I'm a rich nigga. I never go broke. Nobody would never be a stepfather to my son. Okay. And how many times I came to the internet and I say, and it's the true facts. I'm not gonna lie to you, baby. If you take an apple, let me walk you through it, because I'm gonna give you a vision. If you ever been to an orchard, whether you picking oranges, peaches, and apples, we're gonna use those three, because the average person eat one of those fruits. Whether you go to a orchard and you pick one of these fruits and you picking them by the bushel. See, sweet teacup. See, baby, I come from there. See, I know you all say you all love my stories. I'm gonna try to stay focused so I can go back to that and show you what I'm saying, because I have to give you the vision. So I'm gonna give you a short story. One of the things I told you, I spent every summer pretty much, at least I was old enough, I think till at least I was old as maybe 10. I'm gonna say 10, but it probably was younger than that. I think it was like 7. I would go to my grandmother's house every summer in a very, very small town. My grandmother's front road, baby, it was a clay road. I stand on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sell your dream. I'm not gonna do none of that. And when I turned, I think I was 14, my grandma woke me up early one morning. Baby, it was early. The sun went down. The rooster hadn't even cock-a-doodle yet. It was early. It was dark. And she said, get up. You off and go to work. But I'm looking like, what's going on? Baby, I'm going to a pea field. Getting on the truck, I cannot lie to you. And listen. So I got dressed. Keep in mind, I'm from the city. I'm from Duval. First of all, I got on my jeans. Back then, they were called chick jeans. If you old enough and you know about them chick jeans, CHIC, put the flowers in the chat. You don't know nothing about that, baby? They was a jean where the zipper went from the front and all the way up the back, up your butt. Baby, there was a jeans. They was called chick jeans. I put on some blue chick jeans. Back then, I don't know. You know what? Give me a minute, you guys. I think we used to call them cheerleader shoes, because they was big for cheerleaders. It wasn't the black and white Say the Lot cheerleader shoes. That was before me. But in the 70s, early 70s, we wore white, snow white, pointed-toed tennis shoes for cheerleader shoes. So I had on my jeans. I'm giving you the vision. I had on my white tennis shoe, baby, with some white socks, because we wore socks. Nowadays, people wear tennis shoes, they don't wear socks. But baby, back then, we wore socks. I had on my little white socks. I had on this blue and white shirt. It was a long sleeve shirt, because for some reason back there in the country, when you wake up early in the morning, it'd be cool. It'd be cold. But it was summertime, but it'd be cool. And it had a white collar. Cute little shirt. And baby, I was dressed. I'm from the city. I get on the truck, baby, everybody looking toe up from the floor. They got like scarf and stuff on their head. They have on like overalls. And I'm clowning about, I'm telling you my story. Only I can tell you this story. They had on overalls, they had on old pants, whatever. And everybody's looking at me like I'm the outsider. And technically, I am the outsider. Hey, Alicia. So, that was the first red flag. I still don't know what's going on. We get on the truck. I wonder, why are we in the back of the truck? Why the heck we sitting in the back of the truck? Lord, I hope nobody don't see me. Forgive me, Jesus, use your name in vain. We're on the back of the truck, and I'm just like, baby, let me tell you. I'm thinking like slavery back, and baby, they don't got a group of us, and they finna take us and sell us to the people, to the plantation. So I don't know what's going on. Keep him out from the city. I'm 14. So we're on the truck. I'm holding on for dear life. Because, now, I'm not going to lie. There was 1 or 2 friends of mine. They was on the truck. So I wasn't just out there. And my brother was there. He's a year older than me. But, baby, I still don't know what's going on. All I know, they say we're going to the pea field. I don't know. I'm from the city. I'm thinking we're going to like a park, and I don't know what. Are they going to give us some free pills and we take it? See, when you're in the city and you grow up in the trenches, when you grow in Sugar Hill, the block of home, I had stone walls. Not panel and wood and the stuff y'all have now, baby. No, we had stone walls. We didn't have what you call that, sheetrock. No, we had stone walls. It was stone on the outside and stone on the inside, and we had concrete for a floor. We didn't have a linoleum. We didn't have wood panel. We had none of that, baby. It was just straight up concrete. You hit your head, you gonna have a busted head. I stand on it. So we get there. And now let me hurry up with the story, because I got to go back to the tea I'm trying to pull out about the bad apple, the bad peach, and the bad orange. We get to the field, baby. It's hot. The sun is out. So we get off the truck. Immediately, they put a bushel in your hand. It was the biggest. Listen, I thought it was a clothes basket, because I don't know nothing about this. It was the biggest straw looking behind basket I ever seen. It's called a bushel. They put that thing in my hand and they say, okay, get to work. They say, you take that row. All I see is rows and rows and rows of peas. I don't know. I want to say the first field I went to was a pea field. Rows and rows of pea. The pea plants are so, listen, they're tall enough. Keep in mind, I'm 14, and right now I'm 5'5". So back then I probably was like about 4'8" or something. I was short, so they was taller than me. You didn't see anything. I'm concerned about, baby, why my shoes getting dirty? I'm like, who finna walk on this dirt and this mud? Baby, I got on my Snow White. I'm like, what's going on? Who don't put me in slavery? I'm like, God bless the dad, Grandma. I'm like, Grandma, what did I do to you? What did I do? You guys. So they got me on this road. Now keep in mind, I'm from the city. And God, thank you, Jesus. I'm pretty much a pretty girl. So them country boys, listen, I appreciate it. One of the guys came to me. He always had the question to me. He said, look, he gave me this bucket. It's this 10 buckets. I can't lie to you guys. I'm telling you, when I say I felt like I was in slavery, because like I said, I come from the city. I don't know anything about the country. I don't know it. Baby, they earn their money. That's all I got to say. But they have these 10 buckets, and the 10 buckets, you guys, I can't lie to you. The 10 buckets are used to put water in it, and then you have, like you have a punch bowl. Put a one in the chat so I know you guys are still here. You know how you have a punch bowl and you have the little iron dipper thing, and you put punch in the cup. So it was a 10-pound bucket. They literally were using that for water. Baby, I thought I was like, they don't sold me to slavery. Oh my goodness, am I gonna go back home? So he came to me and he said, look, sit on this bucket. Baby, he had to tell me twice. I was in distraught, okay? I'm like, I don't make my grandma mad some kind of way. I'm like, now I know I said my prayers right. I'll tell you another story. My grandma would have me get on my knees. She'd say my prayers with me every night to make sure, it was important for her and it was important for me. Before I got into bed, I got my goodies, my snacks. But if you missed that story, you need to go to my video and catch that story. But so I sat on the bucket. Baby, I'm in tears now. I promise you, I'm crying now because I'm just like, my shoes dirty, my socks dirty. Baby, I got my little jeans out here. What is going on? So I'm sitting on the bucket. Now, this the bucket they literally used to put water in, and everybody, I'm not lying to you. You know what? Let me think. I think they did have cups. I'm not going to say we drunk from the same little dipper, but they had these cups. And it wasn't paper cup. It was like colorful. You know how you go to the dollar store now? You go to Walmart or the dollar store and you buy the little color cups. And you get like $4 for $1 with that. I don't know how much the cups cost, but I know they was colorful cups. Like blue maybe. They wasn't like how it is now, pretty lime green or none of that. But it was like blue or green, whatever. It was some cup. So they gave you a cup, but you didn't have your own cup, but you drank from the cup. But I don't want to lie and say we all drank from the same cup, you guys, because I can't remember. I'm in distraught. I think I'm in slavery. I think I'm like, listen, I think I'm like Kuta Kinte now. I have no idea. I think I'm like Queen Halle Berry. All I know is like who I don't offend it, okay? So I'm sitting on the bucket. He take my bushel and he start picking the people. You guys, I cannot lie to you. Shout out to him. If he's, I out here listening to my story, and I believe I was, either me and him was the same age, or he was a year younger than me. Shout out to you. If you are here in Sweet Teacup and you know who I am and don't you expose who I am, and you hear this story, I want to thank you, because I'm pretty sure I thanked him. But I want to thank him, being 61 years old, going on 62. He literally picked my bushel of peas for me. I sat on that bucket. Now, I sweated in that sun. I cried. But he picked my bushel when it was done. And you guys, I believe we was out there, because I believe they had in the field. I know we was out there for at least 45 hours. Listen, he picked my bushel. I don't know how he was able to pick my bushel and his. He brought it to me and he said, look, just take this, give it to the people, and get your tickets. I still don't know what's going on. So I'm drying my face up and everything, and I'm getting in line with everybody else, because I'm glad slavery is over. I'm glad it's over. So I go out there, you guys, and get on my bushel. And now I'm going to be honest. I ain't trying to discriminate, but the people that was over that pea field, they was all white. And I ain't gonna lie, we was all black. I'm just speaking facts. I'm giving you my history, okay? So they gave us a ticket. I believe they gave me 2 tickets. I think for each bushel, you get 2 tickets. If you did a half a bushel, you get 1 ticket. So I had my 2 tickets, and then you give that to the people. You give them the bushel. I can remember, I'm pretty sure they put on a truck or something like that. I don't know what they did, but they gave me 2 tickets, and then you take those 2 tickets, and then you take it to these other people, and you give the tickets to them, and then they give you money. So they was giving you dollars. And I want to say, for every bushel, don't make me lie, I can't remember how much money, but I do know this, where other people was getting like 16 and up to $30, I think maybe, I want to say maybe I had $6. Maybe I earned $3. No, it had to be an even number, you guys, because I had 2 tickets, right? Yeah, so I must have, yeah, $6. So for every ticket, you can earn $3. So I had $6. Listen. Okay. I was born in 1963. Let me try to hurry up and do the math. 10 years after that, it'll be 1973. And 4 more years, that'd be 77. So it would have been you know what? It had to be like in 1977. So in 1977, $6 is a lot of money. I can't lie to you guys. Back then, you was able to go buy a fruit punch carton thing from the little store in Georgia, and it would literally cost you like 15 cents. You could buy a soda where you get it out of the cooler, and literally that soda was costing like 25 cents. So that was a lot of money. Girl, I was rich. I was rich. So, like I say, that was my first time going to the pea field, so I had $6. Like I say, when I say I was so thankful for that young man, baby, and listen, don't think that's the end of my journey, because it was like, for at least, we was up there in Georgia for like 2 months and a half. To me, summertime was longer in the 60s and 70s than what summer is for the kids now in real life. You was literally had summer like almost 3 months. So we was in that. We went to the pea field for at least a month, and it wasn't just a pea field, which is like, it looked like black-eyed peas. You got that type of pea. It was black-eyed peas, snap peas. If you don't know, black-eyed peas are bigger, and of course they're brown, and snap peas, they're skinny and they're green. And so we went that, and we did the butter peas. We went to those, you guys, and let me tell you, you had dirt, you had mud, and you had worms. I ain't checked none of those. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was used to the dirt, because I told you I was from Sugar Hill to Blockton Home. We didn't have grass, we had dirt. Now I'm not saying everybody in the Blockton Home had dirt, but we had dirt, because I guess we was 4 kids and we were bad as I don't know what. And my mom always said, go outside and play. So we tore up the front yard, baby, and the backyard we tore it up. Okay, we didn't have grass, but you guys, I remember that. Now back to what I was saying. If you take Whether you went to an orchard, so I gave you a description, I gave you a vision of a field. So if you went to an orange field, a peach, an apple orchard, or you went to the farmer's market and to purchase these fruits, or you went to the grocery store, even in today, I would not lie to you. If you have one fruit that is spoiled, which means it got mold on it, if you leave it in that bag or in that bucket or in that bushel with the other fruit, all the fruit is going to get mold and go bad. Come on, you guys, stop playing with it. Drop the flowers in the chat for Sweet Teacup. Drop the flower in the chat if I'm not speaking facts. One bad fruit in the bushel can ruin the whole bushel, you guys. One bad fruit. That's why you have to be careful when you go buy your produce. When you take them home, whether you put them on the shelf, in the pantry, in the refrigerator, you still want to keep up with your produce, because one bad orange, baby, will turn the whole bag. It's like that mold just grow on it. It connects itself to the other fruit. So then you got to ask yourself, so if you got a stream, y'all, a university stream, and there's this bad apple, a clown, and multiple ones, and they got in, no one cannot tell me that bad apple, that clown, those runt of a clown, is not going to affect the other people. Come on, follow my channel with the flower you agree with, Sweet Teacup. Let me tell you, stories and histories are here for a reason. Story and history is to get you to move gracefully, strongly, and smart and humble towards the future, so you can take that journey a better way. And I'm here to share these wisdoms with you. There is no way, if you let a domestic clown into your, I don't care if they never go on campus, I don't care if it's just on the internet, if you let that clown in, I promise you, I stand on it. Today's date is May 18th, 2025. I promise you, the rest of the bunch is going to be affected. I stand on it. But like I say, you guys, you got to really ask yourself and stop and think. So if somebody have a university, I'm just saying, don't get mad with me, because Sweet Teacup just coming to the internet. See, I believe in making sure everything is fair and across the board. So if you come to the internet, we're going to take my god grandson out of here, Kyle Snap. We're going to take him out. We're going to just hypothetically take another person. They come to the internet. They say, hey, I'm going to start a stream y'all school, and it's going to be because I want to give back, and I want to help people, and I want to do this. And then all of a sudden, once everything's said and done, you start seeing their friends getting in. You start seeing clowns getting in. You got to ask yourself, was that a fraudulent introduction information? When you come to the internet and you say to anybody, it's the same thing when they, listen, it's the same thing. When they come up to somebody that do a car raffle and somebody say, hey, you buy a ticket, you have a chance to win. And then they find out that one of their friends was the one who just happened to have the winning ticket and won the car. People consider that being fraudulent. Well, you got to ask yourself, just what's the chance? I bet you if somebody went in and really Google and figure out how many people applied for that application to be in a streamer university. I'm just saying, if you got a streaming university out there on the internet, I have every right to speak on it. And if somebody go in and look how many applicants that was submitted, and if you see and you multiply that times people going to that channel, baby, you would be amazed how much money was made. You would be amazed how many people was denied. And then when you calculate, and if you really do the research and say, let me go in and see everybody that went in, because allegedly videos are out showing everybody that got in. If you go in and you look at every name for everybody that got in, whether they're a student or a teacher, you may be in shock. You may, I'm just saying, expose that there was a lot of friends and associates that they streamed with before. I have every right. that it's more of them got in than the outside. I'm just saying. So when I saw baby girl crying, and anybody else, don't listen. You don't have to line up and be like the Stitches in the Dr. Seuss book. If you don't know nothing about the Stitches with the star, just because somebody got a star in their belly and because they got more money or they seem powerful or they star look better, that don't mean you got to line up with them. You can create your own Twitch channel. You can go live. It don't matter if one person there. I guarantee the next day you'll probably have 2, then 3 that, because you got to grow for someone. You will be shocked how an underdog can outdo somebody that can have a whole team, that can have a whole family, and the underdog could come up and go around them. Baby, the turtle do it. The turtle do it every time. Come on. Now, I'm going to regulate this to real life. When you take my goddaughter, Big Roy T, put a royal crown in the chat for my goddaughter, Big Roy T, and the royal god grandkids, if you agree with Sweet Teacup. It was just a single mother, royalty, and 3 older god grandkids. I'm not adding in the other 2, the twins, because they're babies. But the 3 older god grandkids that was taking that hit, been trolled, bashed, dragged, talked about, used their face, their history, their past, ran videos on them every day, multiple times a day. It was them fighting against a whole clown nation. I cannot lie to you. And supposedly, the clown supposedly have been a millionaire. He supposedly have been so rich and so famous and so popular. Had a mansion, multiple mansion. Bought his baby mama a mansion. Had multiple cars. He had all this money and all these people backing him up. And look who came through, standing on all 10, baby, with the family. Never broke that golden link. With the family. Standing on all 10, a roof over her head. Multiple tables, baby, to eat on, not stand on it. Looking more beautiful than ever. The kids, the 3 royal god grandkids, are more beautiful and handsome than ever. Standing alone against a nation of clown. Look who crossed that finish line, baby. And look at a clown. I cannot lie to you. Do not tell me that the underdog cannot come through. So, I'm saying for me, Sweet Teacup, I don't have a problem standing alone. As long as you have a phone, a laptop, or whatever, and you have the will, the faith, the hope, the voice, the face, the courage, stand up for yourself. You don't need nobody to tell you, oh, you know, I hate when people say when somebody don't get in or don't get approved. Oh, but that's okay. You still important. You still great. Just keep doing it. You know, you could have just said thank you for applying and keep it moving. That's kind of like a slap in the face. I'm just saying. Come on. If you agree with Sweet Teacup, if it's something you ever did in life or something you want to do in the future, and you really put your heart into it because you believe that you felt that you was equal to having a chance like anybody else, it would never say, let me see. I'm pretty sure, I'm confident when I make this statement that you all put the 1 in my chat. And if you really rock with me, if you have not joined my membership, join my membership for $1.99, because I'm speaking facts here. It would never say that when it was put out there that a streaming university was going to choose the best of the best, that they was going to choose who they felt was a better fit, that was going to be better for the stream. That was never put out there. What was put out there was you have a chance. We're going to choose, we're going to go from the lowest to the middle to the highest. Well, isn't the lowest the bottom of the barrel? Isn't that is a person? Come on now. See, you all be having me preaching to you guys. And I'm not a minister. I'm not a preacher. I would never line myself up with that. I'm just speaking facts. So is it the smallest channel, the bottom of the barrel? Don't that include people that's maybe not that talented in streaming? Don't that include people that maybe don't stream the way how you stream? They're not up tearing furniture and screaming and yelling and acting the fool and jumping on beds and screaming at the top of their voice. Come on now. Come on. Let's talk about it. Don't that mean maybe they may not be in their 20s? Maybe they could be old like me or older. In their 30s, in their 40s. Come on. Maybe they not be a gender of a male. Maybe they're female. Maybe they're a female that's strong-willed and got a voice. And she don't believe in walking behind a man. She believes in walking beside. Come on now. Isn't that what should be a part of the bottom of the barrel? What's the point? Let me tell you the purpose of a university. Let me just educate anybody the purpose of a university, a junior college, and a school, since people need to be educated. That's mean you coming in dumb like a box of rocks and you're going to leave educated. Because, baby, if it was meant for you to already know what you need to know, what's the point? Make it make sense. Come on. There are universities, I cannot lie to you, you can Google it. There are universities will allow somebody to join their campus, and this person may have literally graduated from a high school with the minimum of all C's. They have nothing to show upstanding like somebody who made all A's. But in these universities, they have it written in their guidelines that everybody is going to have a chance. It may not be 80% like somebody who got all honors, but there is a percentage of getting them in. It is in their guideline to take the lowest of the lowest. And that's why they have scholarships and grants. Come on now. I'm just saying. See, when you come and advertise something, why don't you give the full disclosure up front? No, but we didn't do that. I'm just saying. I have a right to my opinion. The disclosure that was given after everyone was selected should have been disclosed from the beginning. Come on. Put the teacups in the chat. You agree with Sweet Teacup? If I was advertising something, wouldn't you want me to disclose everything up front the same way I'm going to disclose it after the fact I have went and chosen who I wanted to choose? Drop the teacups in the chat. I'm speaking facts. Shouldn't you have said from the front, if you pissed me off, you made me mad, you embarrassed me. Ooh, look at that. Shouldn't that have been disclosed from the front? Shouldn't that have been said up front? Then don't apply for my application. Shouldn't it have been said, and by the way, even though you all are putting in your application, I'm going to be the one that's going to make that final decision. Do you know how many people who would not have taken the time or the opportunity, they would not have put in their application if they would have known this up front? But that was never disclosed. That was never said. So could it have been that it was never said and never disclosed because you needed someone? Oh, come on now. Don't get mad with Sweet Teacup. Because you needed someone to come to that channel and to subscribe to that channel to get more subscribers. It was actually said after. See, that's another thing I peeped. It was said too when somebody said, see, I'm going to call you out. I told you, even with my own grandkids and my own kids, I love them, but I got to call them out when wrong is wrong and right is right. It was said a little later, when it was getting so close, like maybe a day from choosing everyone who made that StreamYard. Oh, if you do this, you're not going to get in. If you do that, you're not going to get in. Why was that not disclosed? Why was that not disclosed from day one? Why was that not said? If it was going to be literally fair, why was none of that said from day one? If you piss me off, you embarrass me one day, like in the month of September 2024. Pay attention to that date. If you had OnlyFans, I'm just saying, why was none of that disclosed from day one before a lot of people went and subscribed to the channel and hit that button? And that's what I wanted to say. It was also said later. I peeked this. I saw this. And I was going to stay on the side. But I'm like, no. Since we're doing this, we're going to do this. It was later said, too. And, don't go run and make a YouTube channel and start streaming to get in. Why was that not said from day one? Why was it done after people went and subscribed to the channel? I'm a baby. I'm a girl with wings and a fly on the wall. Why was it not disclosed before people went and subscribed to the channel and put in their application? I tell you why. Because now they don't hit that subscribe button. You don't got the views and you don't make your money. You all better stop playing with me. Let me tell you something. The YouTube platform is here to entertain people and to make money. Stop letting people come to the internet and letting them sell you a dream. Listen, if you want to participate and do anything, one thing I say about me at my channel, if I know I'm going to say something to not going to sit well with somebody, I'm going to tell you up front. Put a 1 in the chat if I did not say at the very beginning that if you got a problem with clowns and Runt, exit my video. Put the 1 in the chat. I bring it to the internet. I let you know up front. I'm not going to lead you down the road of lies. I'm not going to do it. If you got a problem with clowns, exit the video before I get into it. If you got a problem with me calling somebody a runt, because they do, a runt, you know what? A runt is somebody who just act like a runt, like a little rat. If you got a problem with that, I'm going to tell you to exit my video. See, I'm not going to do like a lot of people. And like I say, I'm not saying that if somebody just recently started a streamer university, I'm not just saying that's what they did. I'm just speaking facts. It's up to you to go do your homework. And like I say, I will tell you this, and I keep saying this, and you guys are, God will fix what is broken. God will clean house, baby. It will get clean. And if you let that money go to your head because you so dusty and crusty and hungry for the money, baby. And like I say, I love you guys. And like I say, stay strong. And if you, no matter who you are, if you got a Twitch account or you want to create one and you want to do your own school, do it. Do not let the power of not being a millionaire, not have at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. Anybody who got famous from YouTube and made money from YouTube and became a millionaire, baby, they had to start from scratch. They didn't come in as a millionaire. So guess what? They are not above and set aside for nobody else because other people are still down there trying to come up, or because other people is starting from the ground. Do not let nobody make you feel inferior of them. Okay, you guys, I love you guys and talk to you later.